Tired of beef and chicken? Up your muscle building protein intake with these nutritious and flavorful alternatives. You shouldn't perform the same exercise day in and day out, and you shouldn't be a slave to the same old meat for your protein fix either. Eating different types of animal flesh can help you flood your body with a wider range of health-high nutrients and tantalize your palate with new flavors. Sure, you can switch things up by swapping out chicken breast for turkey drumsticks or beef sirloin for lamb shanks, but to really change things up, consider hoofing it over to a well-stocked butcher for some exotic meals. Bison and other meats are a surefire way to load up on muscle sculpture protein and other vital nutrients with little worry about overloading of fatty calories. After learning more about the goodness of those meats, you'll no longer be asking, where's the beef? Venison or beef in layman's terms is slightly fruity tasting, comes at me that boasts an impressive 15:1 protein to fat ratio, making it one of the best hunks of animal you can place on your dinner plate to build muscle. It's also a good source of niacin, a B vitamin essential to produce energy within the body. Like other lean meats, venison needs to be handled with care and should never be overcooked. To avoid potentially serving an expensive piece of chewy meat, it's best to prepare venison cuts, such as loin over high heat for a shorter time, and to not go past medium rare. Even more impressive than the towering rack of antlers is the nutritional payload elk can contribute to a diet. What's the medium sweet and tender meat lacks in saturated fat? Just 2 grams in a 3-ounce serving it makes up for with notable amounts of B vitamin, iron and zinc, all of which may help you support healthy testosterone levels in men. What's more, elk bounty of protein could help keep you feeling full and avoid needless gut-burning snacking. Researchers at Robert Institute of Nutrition and Health in the United Kingdom found that eating higher protein diet, 30% of calories from protein, significantly decrease hunger rating compared to a diet consisting of 15% protein. This could be the reason why higher protein diets have been linked to improved body composition. The use of growth-enhancing hormones and antibiotics are not permitted in elk production. With elk burgers and steaks, leave a little bit of pink in the middle to avoid tough meat. Also look out for elk meat sticks that makes for a good protein packed on-the-go snacks. Of all the exotic meats available, bison, aka buffalo, is often the easiest to locate as a butcher's counter, since many people consider it the most similar to standard beef. But rest assured, the bison will have a much richer flavor than any steak sourced from a factory-farmed cow. Bison may also be a more heart-healthy red meat option than beef. In the recent study published in the Nutrition Research, scientists found that after consuming a 12-ounce serving of bison, subjects had lower blood triglyceride levels compared to subjects who consumed the same amount of beef. Following chronic consumption, defined here as 7 weeks, subjects who consumed beef had significantly elevated markers of inflammation, whereas to those who consumed bison observed no change in markers of inflammation or oxidative stress. Why might this be? The author summarized the difference in how the animals are raised lead to nutritional differences, making America's original red meat healthier. For example, bison are more likely to be pasture-raised than cattle, and since bison are typically sent to slaughter later in life than industrial cattle, the meat can also have higher amounts of highly absorbable iron. Compared to beef, this meat requires about 1/3 of the heat and therefore 1/3 of the time. Bison is best enjoyed medium rare or medium. Be sure to allow your meat to rest 10 to 15 minutes to maximize the tenderness. Over recent years, most pork on the market has had the flavor bred out of it. If you want to once again reclaim your love for the hog, consider hunting down a forward-thinking butcher and splurging for some richer tasting wild boar. Free-range animals like boar that graze and a variety of rugged foods are exposed to a wider nutrition net and take part in more muscle-enhancing movement. This generates a deeper flavored meat than beef confined to a crown factory farms and raised solely on grain. The nutritional virtues of wild bear include plenty of muscle-sculpting protein, immune system enhancing zinc, and selenium, a potent antioxidant that have been linked to improved mood. For the safest meat, it's best to cook boar to an internal temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit. This will beat adieu to any potential dangerous bacteria, but still maintain pleasant texture. We've got no beef with chicken as a protein, but when it comes to fat and meat alternatives, look no further than ostrich. Unlike chicken or turkey, this large flightless bird native to Africa is in fact a red meat, so it delivers more robust flavor and the meaty texture of tropical steak. Grill up an ostrich burger or steak and you'll get your fill of lean protein as well as vitamin B12, a nutrient that supports a healthy nervous system. Also keep an eye for a local supply of emu, another ancient bird with nutrient-dense, great-tasting red flesh. Ostrich should be cooked at a very high temperature for a little time as possible. The best way to ensure ostrich is rare or pink looking, which enhances the natural tenderness of the meat. Unless you take down an animal yourself or a champion with a hunter willing to share some of his or her harvest, North America harvested meat for sale is likely farm-raised. And in most states, restaurants are required to obtain their protein from sources where the meat has been slaughtered under inspection. That makes serving up animals that have been hunted from the wild a challenge for chefs to obtain legally. On the upside, with farm-raised animals, no need to worry your meat will taste too gamey. Unfortunately, as exotic meats, particularly bison, gain popularity, some are being raised similar to beef, that is, on felders, where they are stuffed mostly on grains instead of pasture. This is a digest switcher that will degrade the meat nutrition. An example is the increase in the ratio from omega-6 to omega-3, which can drive up inflammation in the body and potentially slow down fitness gains from training. For the biggest nutritional bang for your buck, do your due diligence, such as exotic meats that hail from animals with plenty of room to roam and open posture to feast on. So what do you think of those exotic meats? Do you have some meats that we didn't cover? Please share them below, we would really like to hear it. And of course, till I see you next time, stay healthy.